Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to explain you how we can perform any action when there is a new item is being inserted into the SharePoint list. So let's see example. So this is my SharePoint detail list, and what I want, if someone is inserting any new record inside this list. So let's suppose right now I'm just taking I just want to send a email. Okay, we can do any other action as well, we can we can change the status after item is getting inserted, like that. Okay, so let's see how we can do. So we'll take automatic cloud flow and item creation trigger, and just skipping right now. And then I will select the SharePoint, and then here you can see we have a multiple trigger option is available, like when an item is created, when an item is created or modify, and the same thing like a folder, and then we have a file deleted, like we have a many option in this SharePoint actions. So right now I'm just selecting the first one, like when there is item is created. So here what we need to do, we need to select the site. Okay, and my SharePoint site is Power Platform, and then all the created list will be populated here. So I will select the details. Okay, if I and then our trigger action is ready. Okay, and now let me add. So let me just select the SharePoint again. SharePoint, and then let's suppose I will choose a update item. Then I will select same thing, Power Platform, and then list. So now here is the point, like a list. Sorry, this ID. So how we will fetch? So when item is created, this action is already called. So if I select and select the dynamic content, so you can see we are able to see the ID and which is part of this when an item is created action. So I will select this, and right now I can update any of this action. I can select. Let me just name. I can put and and then admit date, and then description. I will type a description, and then amount. I will type here amount. If I scroll down, then we can see the amount, and then mail, yes. Okay, and here we have other column as well. So I will put, let's say, approve. Okay, not a approved, let keep it as a pending. I will explain you why. Okay, so this is done, and I will add another action and an email. I will select Office 365, and then I will select V2. So it will ask me to create the connection. So my connection is created automatically. So here I will put my email ID, and then subject. I will just make it simple as a test. So when you are sending an email, so here we have options. Either we can go with a code view content, code view. So code view is nothing, just like a HTML kind of forms. Okay, and I will write here, hi, hello, please check this. We have changed the status for this item starts. Okay, so now this is also done. I will change trigger item creation. So now let me recall this all these steps. So now what will happen whenever there is item is getting created inside this SharePoint list? So what will happen? It will first update the item, okay, and change the status to a pending. Why? Because all this uh, name, admin, date, and description and amount which I'm updating, it is a part of when an item is created. So we are updating the same value which is submitted by the user, and the next step would be a send an email. So after changing the status to a pending, we are just sending a email. Okay, so now let's just uh, create a new item. Let me add Amit and then class 2, and let me select the admit date. Let's say this is the end description null. Let me write I will like amount. Okay, so now you will see I am just keeping blank for this status column. Okay, and let me save. So now you can see we have a item is created inside this SharePoint list, and we can see status is null. Okay, assigned to is also null. But what will happen, like these status column will be updated automatically because we have a trigger. Okay, so let me just and see if it's running. So now you can see it is running. Okay, let me. So now you can see this is like when the item is created, action is called, and it's successfully updated this item and then send an email. So first let's check. So now you can see status column is updated, and if I go back to and check the mail, so we have got the mail. Okay, so that's how like uh, we can trigger anything. Okay, so most of the time we use this functionality when we don't want to integrate our power automate flow inside the power app. So that time we go with that approach. So if we are changing the flow, if we want to add any other input parameter from power app to power automate, so that time we have to change in a power automate flow, and then we have to do same thing in a power app. So that time we go with this kind of things. Okay, and same thing we can go with the, let me add it. So let me just delete. Okay, if I will select when an item is created or modify. Okay, so let me select this, let me select details. Okay, so here what I am going to use, I am going to use a condition. Inside the control we have a condition. What I am going to check, I am going to check the status. If status is equal to, let's say, approved, okay, then let me delete this. Let me copy and then paste it here, and then let me delete this. Okay, so now what will happen, and the item is like modify and created. So I will check if its status is equal to approved, then I'm going to send an email. Okay, So here what, let me just change the hi hello, your task is approved, please check. So this way, like you can put any lot of condition inside this nested if else, or you can go with a switch condition as well. Okay, I would recommend go with the switch condition if you have a more condition using a single variable. Okay, so now let me. Okay, so now I am taking this example. So now you can see this is rejected. So now you can see this item is rejected. So now let me check if it is saved. Okay, this is saved. Now let me go back. Okay, to the SharePoint list. So now you can see this status is equal to rejected. Now let me change this to approved. Okay, saved. Okay, and now let's see. Let me refresh this. Why it's not running? When an item is created or modified, this is correct. This is also correct. Status is approved. Okay, let me edit that item as well. Okay, I guess it's run. Let me refresh this. Okay, so it ran just now. So let me go back and check the status. So now you can see. Hi, hello, your task is approved. Please check. So that's how we can trigger any action using the trigger condition whenever item is created or modified in the SharePoint list. Okay, so let me open that run history as well. So now you can see this is my condition is on trigger condition, and then this is my condition because that you can see the expression result is true because we have select status equal to the approved. Here you can see status is equal to approved, and then it successfully sent the mail. Okay, okay, thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel. See you later.